Hey guys, John Schulte, JTS Tax and Financial here. I want to give you a little update on the CARES Act and talk specifically about what's going on with respect to self-employed and independent contractors, because that is a lot of you. And I've been getting a lot of questions about what independent contractors, self-employed people can do to take advantage of this act. First thing I want to say is we don't know a whole lot as of right now. It's April 8th. It's a Wednesday. Supposedly on Friday, April 10th is when the PPP loan, the Paycheck Protection Program, those are going to be made available for self-employed people. Also, there is the PUA, the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, thrown into the mix as well. So I'm going to go through some of these in detail, give you a little bit of an update on what I know that's happening and maybe what you can do, or more importantly, what you shouldn't maybe do at this moment in the next few days as we find out more information, get some more regulations, and see how this stuff is going to unfold. So with that, let's get into the CARES Act update, options for self-employed and independent contractors. So there's really three main areas of assistance that are available that have been created by this huge act, the CARES Act, for self-employed individuals and independent contractors. This kind of thing has never been made available before. So we have the Paycheck Protection Program, otherwise known as the PPP loan. This is going to be available on Friday, April 10th, a couple days from now. There's this Pandemic Unemployment Assistance, which is the increased unemployment assistance. It's going to be administered through the state, and I mostly focus on California, where most of my clients are. And then there's also the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, which is currently available through the SBA, and I believe open to taking information from self-employeds. So let's take a look at the Paycheck Protection Program. This is the loan that gets all the attention. This is the big shiny object of the moment. As of right now, this loan application is only open to those businesses who have employees. Therefore, if you don't have a payroll, it really doesn't make sense to start the process quite yet. Now, if you have started the process and you're working with a bank, congratulations, you're way ahead of the game. They may put you in a different category. I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but you certainly probably haven't done any harm by getting in at this point, except that you don't really have payroll numbers. So we'll see how that shakes out as time goes by. Now, if you're waiting until Friday, I think that's smart. We're going to learn a lot, I think, in the next few days. And as we've seen from this past week, it was this past Friday that this program began. They're having a little trouble getting it up and running. So this is going to take some time. Congress has said if they run out of money, they're going to approve some more. So I don't necessarily think it has to be the Mad Dash Hunger Games that you might get the impression that it is based on some of the reporting. The guidance will hopefully tell us what will count as payroll when it comes to self-employed individuals. I'm assuming at this point that we're going to be taking your 2019 Schedule C, and if that's not done, maybe even 2018, I don't know. But we're going to be looking at those numbers, the net profit, net earnings from self-employment, how they're going to determine how these loans are forgiven. I have no idea. Nobody knows. We will see. Area number 2 is this Pandemic Unemployment Assistance. This is the increased unemployment, the money from the feds that is going to be paid out in addition to the states. So I want to talk about this a little bit, because I think that for self-employed individuals, this may be the path of least resistance in terms of getting the most money, the most assistance over the longest period of time, as opposed to one of the loans. As of right now, the state of California, since the last video I made, they do acknowledge the existence of this PUA, as I'll call it, and that's progress. So they are at least saying that they're working on it. And the reason they have to work on it is because states generally have never given unemployment benefits to self-employed individuals. Their computer systems can't handle it. They have to create new back-end systems to try to ask the right questions and get the right information. The advice I've been giving this week to clients is if you want to go onto the EDD site here in California, and if you want to establish an account, you should do that. But I wouldn't try to sign up for the actual unemployment yet, because they don't really have it set up for self-employed individuals as of right now. Create the account, get your name in the system, whatever else they ask for, but kind of hang back and wait for this other part of the system to be up and running. Now, if you've already signed up for unemployment, either because you have wages in the past that you also earned, or you put down, I'm self-employed or something, then I'm sure that's okay too. I'm sure you're going to be fine. I don't think you're going to have to reapply or anything, but we'll just have to wait and see how this is going to work in terms of being able to sort of bring those people who've already signed up into the new system. I'm sure we're going to be told exactly what to do, but so my main point is kind of hang back, go ahead and create your account. That might help you speed things up when it's time to actually put in the information. And one last main point here down at the bottom, be prepared to answer a lot of questions. We hopefully will know exactly what those questions will be, so we'll have the information to provide. And it's still not known if you can collect this pandemic unemployment assistance and still obtain a Paycheck Protection Program loan or an EIDL loan, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. No word. No one has anything to say about that. So I'll be very interested to know the answer to that. The third area of focus is the loan that's kind of been around for the last couple of weeks, kind of quietly gaining some traction, the EIDL, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. You can go and apply. This is the loan that can give you what they're calling an emergency advance up to $10,000, which of course I don't expect really anyone to probably qualify for the full 10, but you might get something, and that advance does not need to be paid back. Also, one of the benefits of these loans is that there's no bank involved. If you are doing the PPP, you have to deal with a bank. That's what's holding up a lot of the process. Here, you do it straight with the SBA. You submit your application. Apparently, someone from the SBA will eventually get back to you and call you and talk to you about whatever else they need to try to give you the loan. The other great thing about this sort of quiet sleeper loan here is you're not committed to it even if you receive the upfront grant. So they can give you some money and say, we're not going to give you the loan, but thank you for playing. This also would be the best option if you have rental property, if that's your business, because there is a section in here where you can calculate the loan amount that you're going to get based on lost rents. How many people have not paid you what your lost income is from rents. So that's all we really know as of right now. There's a lot to be determined. There's a lot of information yet to come out. On another couple of quick other notes, the IRS is still planning on creating a portal so you can update your direct deposit information so you can get your economic impact payment, as they're calling it. And I'll be shooting out those links whenever those updates happen. Same with when the EDD changes their site, trying to keep up on top of when these things are changing and being released. So I am going to put some links in the description of this video so you can have updated links on what to click on to check for updates yourself as well, which I recommend. In the meantime, I hope you all stay well, and we'll talk to you soon.